So once you have the front panel done, you're going to put all the stitches onto a waste yarn or a barber cord in my case. And now we're going to work on the back body. We're going to turn the piece around so the wrong side is facing you, and we're going to start on the right side. So because this is the front panel, this is the right shoulder, this is the left shoulder. So we're going to start at the right shoulder cast on edge and starting at the armhole edge. Use the bigger needle. This is US 3, and I'm going to pick up the stitches along this cast on edge. The cast on edge for this is done with a contrast color. This is my contrast yarn and this is my body yarn. It's a pretty low contrast, and for this one I decided to use just one color and not multi-colored contrast yarn. So you can see this whiter-ish, lighter color yarn is my cast on edge. So when you do a long tail cast on, it creates this V shape for each stitch. What you're going to do is pick up the strand that's closer to the wrong side, so this strand of yarn, and not this one that's more towards the front. So the beginning of the stitch looks like it's this one. So this is the V shape that it creates when you do a cast on, but I'm going to pick up this one and knit it with a contrast yarn. So to weave in the ends, I like to sort of fold it in half to make the first stitch. Then you pick up the next stitch, which is like this. And I like to kind of twist the yarns like that to make the second stitch, and keep going until the end gets all stitched in, twisted together. That way you don't have to weave in the end at the end, in the end. So third stitch and knit. Get up. And twisting it just kind of keeps them together. And because this is the wrong side and this is the right side, you don't want to leave the little piece of yarn in the front. You want to just pull it through so it's towards the back of the body, like that. So once you pick up and knit all the stitches at the cast on edge, you're going to cut the contrast yarn. And use the main color yarn for the rest. Again, I'm going to knit the first stitch, leave a little tail, twist them, and there are all these yarns also from the front and the one you just cut. I also just kind of wrap them around as I knit so the ends don't unravel and it's sort of weaving in at the same time. This is the shoulder edge. It creates this nice little seam, and they're both in contrast colors, so it kind of stands out, pops out. So if you don't want this pop of seam color, you can just do the cast on and the pickup in the main color yarn, but I think the contrast pop is fun.